So Gaffer, plenty of positives to take from Tuesday night into Saturday against MK Dons.
Yeah, look, another good 3 points, another good win, clean sheet. First win at Tranmere since '98. I got told afterwards, all them things. 5 wins in 7, and it's another great opportunity to get another 3 points on the board on Saturday against a tough team. You know that we've had a tough run of fixtures at home with Walsall and Doncaster, and we've got another one tomorrow. We all know they're in a false league position. They've changed the manager. Whether that were by design or not, I'm not sure, but it'll be a tough team, a tough game. It was a tough game, you know, when we played them earlier on in the year last season, and it'll be another tough one. But we'll hope for a very similar result to the one we got last year.
I know we've spoken quite a lot about making that incremental progress week by week, game by game. How do you sort of marker that? Is it seeing those bits in training come to life in matches?
Yeah, I was talking to one of the lads earlier about when we're good with the ball, we tend to be not great defensively. You know, the Walsall game, we controlled the game better than we had done in any game this season, but then we didn't defend particularly well. When we've defended particularly well, whether that be Salford, Gillingham, Tranmere last 10-15, we haven't particularly been great on the ball, so we've got to be able to, you know, blend both together, and that's not easy to achieve. But it's one that we know we're working on. We know that we can do both sides of the game, if you like, forget the transitions in the middle, but we can do both sides of the game, and we've got to make sure we try and do that going forwards. So yeah, you see it in training, but it's putting both bits together. That's the key bit.
And thoughts on MK Dons? I know you've mentioned they're a good side, been through quite a lot of change, but it seems like they've sort of turning a corner now under a manager who got Crawley promoted last year.
Yeah, well, they're a good team. Make no bones about it. They're a good team, good manager. Yeah, got an unfancied team. They played good football last year, promoted. So we know there'll be a real tough ask, and we've got to make sure we've got lots of answers because they ask lots of questions.
And that was exactly how it went last time we played them at BP. We had to dig in and show signs of what we've shown this season. I suppose you'll be expecting a similar-ish sort of affair, I suppose.
Yeah, it was the same as Tuesday night. Missed a penalty, scored a good goal, defended well, and so a 1-0 win. That was us against MK Dons in, whenever it was, March time, was it, something like that. Different manager, granted, but you know they've got and some different players, but they've got, you know, we know how they're going to play, obviously, because they don't. That's them. That's Scott Lindsay. That's how the club plays as well, and we've got to make sure we have the answers. That's for sure.
And a word on Jackson Smith, who kept a second clean sheet in his 5 games, and with Jordan making that progress, it could be his last game. How do you reflect on how he's performed?
Yeah, well, if it is his last game, Jordan's shoulder's bruised, I have to say. So we're not sure yet, but listen, if it is his last game, he's done terrific, hasn't he? You know, he's come in. His save on Tuesday night was outstanding. Best save I've seen this season for sure. You know, and that helped us on our way for sure. So it's been good, and if we have him for another week, great. And if we don't, he goes back to Barnsley. We are best wishes and our thanks, because he's been terrific for us.
And finally, just on the squad, anyone coming back? I know George was given a bit of a rest on Tuesday. How are the squad looking? How is he looking? Yeah,
look, George, it was mainly because we thought he was absolutely shattered, really, more than anything else, because he's played a lot of minutes, and we've got a few in that boat. So we keep, you know, we're trying to manage the best we can. You know, we go from, let's say, Carlisle and Gillingham, and then the Doncaster game was a game too much for 3 or 4 of them, hence the performance and the result. And we've had that a couple of times. You know, Walsall was similar. So we're trying to learn from that as a group of staff, whilst also not change everything. And obviously this is a 3-game week. We've got another one next week. So we've got to manage that the best we can. George, you know, I said to him, you know, have a bit of a breather. You deserve a breather. It'd have happened a while ago if we could have. You know, and did we miss him? Yeah, a little bit, but not overly, because Callum was excellent. Obviously, Luca was excellent, and Ev was outstanding. So, you know, we're getting some real sort of bonuses from players that, you know, might not have had as many opportunities. You know, so we feel as though we're sort of riding the storm of injuries by galvanising people, and that's the way it should be. You know, I know we've mentioned injuries a lot in the last sort of couple of months because we've got a lot of them, but never once have I seen it as a. I certainly don't portray it to the players as a negative. I see it as an opportunity, and I think quite a few of the players have taken that opportunity really well. But we have got to be mindful of how many, players play continuously, and George was the one on Tuesday night that we felt just needed a little bit of a breather.